nothing to talk about. I love you. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world, and I really doubt it, but I do not like being on the phone. It's awkward as hell. I don't really like being talking to the camera, but at least I feel like I'm talking to somebody because I can even sit here and look at myself at least. And a lot of times I don't know what somebody's going through. Right there's my old lady. She was calling me on the phone while she's at work, and I don't. There's times that she can talk, but then I can't sit there and talk with her long. I hate conversating on the phone also because there's a lot of awkward silence. When I do talk on the phone, I wish that I could sit there. It's the same as a live stream, honestly. I'm not the biggest fan of live streaming unless I have a purpose of what I'm about to go in and do. Because I feel like when I am talking on the phone, I feel like because there's so much silence in this area, I feel like there's so much. If I was to get up right now and go make me something to drink or go get something to eat, there's so much that y'all are going to be like, bro, what the hell? What's going on? Why this or why that? It's not even that I don't want to make conversation. It's just that genuinely, I'm not that. I don't have something going at all times in my head, and I'm pretty sure that everybody else is the same way. Literally, if I get on the phone, I want to just say what I have to say and then go on about my day. If you text me, I can have more of a conversation most of the time because it gives me, first off, if you give me a topic to talk about, I can sit there and talk about it. But at the same time, depends on what it is too or what we're doing. Because there's sometimes that I want to sit there and talk with you, but not even just my old lady. It's just people in general. There's sometimes I want to even call my dad and just talk to him, but then he's like, or he'll be the one that's quiet, or people in general. And then I'll sit there and try to talk with them, and then they don't have nothing to talk about, or if they do have something to talk about, they just don't really talk because I'm talking, or neither one of us have nothing to talk about just in general. And I'm over here, what the fuck do I say? And they're like, what do you say? And I feel like I'm being rude, continuously talking to you, trying to, and sometimes it seems like, oh, you might have something to say, but then at the same time, you don't have something to say, but then you're like, bro, I have something to say, but then you're like, well, all right, well, say it, and then we might be able to continue this conversation. But if you don't say what you had to say when you had to say it, more than likely you done forgot what you had to say if you're anything like me. And then by the time you finally figure out what you had to say, you're like, bro, what do I say? And like, well, what do I do? And it's not that, oh, I want to, it's not even that I want to not pay attention to you or not talk to you or this or that. It's just a lot of times, like I said, it's just that I want to sit there and talk about what I want to talk about, but then who knows, you may not even give a fuck what I'm talking about. And a lot of times, like when I sit there and call my dad or something, we'll sit there and catch up for a few minutes, but then after we catch up, it's like, all right, what do we do now? We're sitting there just listening to each other breathe on the phone. I repeat, I do not like that because that has been the most petty thing that I've ever been about. I was in a relationship one time with somebody, and they were mad that I don't like talking on the phone. And I was like, so we come up with a thing about we have to call each other at least once a day, talk about what we did that day. We have to talk. This was her idea, actually, that not the person I'm with today, but it was a person that I was with in the past. This woman sat here and came up with an idea saying, all right, at least an hour a day, once a day, every day, even if it's right before we go to bed or whatever, what time of day it is that, or whatever day time of day, exactly, we sit there and talk. We have to at least sit there and talk for at least an hour a day. Cool. Well, I would go on. So when we first started, I noticed something within the first time we even started doing this. I would go on into extremely excruciating detail about every topic because I'm sitting here like, dude, this is gonna be an hour worth of nothingness. So I would talk about literally everything about the point to where I picked my nose, flicked it to and I seen where it landed to the point to where what I did within when I went to take a dump, how it felt coming out of my ass crack. And she seemed to even enjoy me talking about this stuff because I was sitting there just talking to her. And then I would just be like, well, after I finally got done with everything that I was talking about, which I would ask her how was her day and all this and that. Talk to me about your day. It was good. Well, what'd you do? I just work. Anything exciting happen? Nah, not really. Anything you want to talk about? Nah, I ain't really got nothing to talk about. You talk about your day more. I've done told you everything that I possibly could have talked to you about. All you're going to sit here and tell me to talk when I have did 98% of the talking. I even made my when I looked at the time on the phone, I was over here talking straight, nonstop, for at least 45 minutes because how much detail I put into my day. I even talked about what my thoughts were throughout the day when I was like I could have wrote a book about one day every day for the anyway. So 45 minutes go by. I've said everything I wanted to say, and then she's like, "You just don't seem like you want to talk to me." The hell do you mean? What do you mean I don't want to talk to you? I'm sitting here telling you everything that I could have ever fucking talked about, possibly. And even this, I could sit here and bring up random topics about stuff that was on my mind that day, too. So that's also another thing that I started doing. Started talking about shit, just random shit that I thought about, or what I was thinking about doing, or this or that. And then she was like, well, you seem like you're busy and all this and that. Well, and I'm not even trying to sound like a dickhead. I didn't have much time outside of work. Here, I lived over here. She lived in this, I don't know, for example. She lived in South Carolina. I lived in fucking North Carolina, for example. I don't know. But she lived on the other side of South Carolina, and I live over here on the other side of North Carolina. She's over here pissed off at me because we can't see each other except for on the weekends when she comes up and visits me, or I go down and visit her. Because I have work, she cannot help it, and we can't even see each other every weekend because of the way her schedule at the time was. She has the kind of schedule I have today, where I work 4 days on, and then 4 days off. 2 days on, 3 days off. 3 days on, 4 days off. 4 days on, 2 days off, on and so forth. Days and nights and weird schedules like that. She was working a weird schedule like that, and so long story short, day 3 happened. I just genuinely was getting ticked off with the way things were going. With yeah, we could each other, but she was so dry in our conversations. At least talk to me about shit. Come up with random ass topic that you might want to talk about. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh, I was thinking about changing my dog food to food for my dogs. I was thinking of going to this new store today that has a different type of coffee that I might want to try it now. Blah blah blah. If you want to sit there, it doesn't matter to me. Quit being so fucking dry that I could fucking lick the fucking Sahara Desert and goddamn get more moisture out of that fucking sand than your fucking conversation. You're gonna sit here and tell me that our conversation, like, bruh, you're gonna sit here and try to make me seem like I'm the fucking problem? Look at my YouTube. Does it look like I have the problem with not talking? I will sit here and talk my fucking head off, making videos all day. I sit here, yes, when I'm live streaming, I'm not that good at it. But even a lot of my live streams, I still sit here and talk just randomly. Go through my live streams if you don't believe me. The past lives that I have done, just go through them. I sit there and talk unless I am doing, depending on the type of content that I'm trying to make that day. Like if I'm trying to make a vlog, or if I'm trying to do like IRL, or depends on hell. I'm still like the past. I think the last video I did, I still even was sitting out there with the dogs, and at least on and I sat down and just had a conversation with y'all about I don't even remember what the conversation was about at this point, but I do know that I have the same topics that go through my head a lot, or just random topics in my head. And for example, like I'd say talk about, oh yeah, I went to a Hobby Lobby, seen a can, or a that looked like a can, or shaped as a can, so I painted it as a Dr. Pepper can. I do not have the best, I'm not the best artist at all, but you can see what I was trying to go for. At least I was trying. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I'm going to sit here and sell this. No, this is mine. I sit here and drink out of this. From a somewhat, that is a Dr. Pepper. But in general, I just thought it looked cool as hell. As a look at can. And then, I put my favorite soda on there. My number 1 soda would still be Sundrop. But I can't drink too many yellow drinks, or because, in general, because, well, more like Sundrop. I do not like Mountain Dew. Sundrop, it gets to that point of like it gets bitter, and then Dr. Pepper is always good. Root beer is good, but depends for me. I have to eat and like type stuff for to want a root beer. Want something sweet to counteract the saltiness. But in general, though, still no matter is, I can sit here and talk about whatever all day. But no matter then uh, give me something to talk about. The stuff but on the it's more different for me. It's a lot different for me. I can sit here in person or even sit here and on the camera because I have reacted to some videos and then I'm like, oh shit, I might need to react to more. Or also having up the live stream on a second monitor kind of helps me when I'm streaming because my ass will forget I'm streaming and I have or making a video. That's why I like to stream it when I react to stuff because I have reacted to some of these videos, but I needed to. I was like, shit. I personally forgot that I was recording until I started closing out of stuff, and then I'm like, holy shit. I've been recording for however long at this point. Who knows what could have happened? Nothing does happen most of the time. At most, you might catch. Honestly, you would probably catch a half-naked man walking through, and it's not even me. It's my roommate. You'll catch him in his boxers. The man does not give a fuck. No, he's not home right now. That's not the main reason why I am okay with streaming. Because when I do stream video games, you'll see that in another room, and if you at least look at the background, this is the living room area that you're seeing right now. Very curious to see something. If it'll ever catch back up. Because I am curious if y'all else. But just in general though, I have like sit here and talk about. But like on the phone different because I can't see myself, I can't see reactions. I feel like and also because like sometimes I'm waiting on them to just say that yeah, okay, do that. My old lady's very bad about that. Just give me a yeah, every now and but when a person, I can see her reactions to what I'm saying, so it's okay then. But when I'm sitting here talking, and no matter what it is, and then you could be like, yeah, yeah, don't even like talking on the phone if she ain't got nothing to talk about. So that's one of the good things. Personally, I just cannot handle listening to breathing unless like I'm in person. Like, and she's on. I understand. Like, she cannot steadily on the phone with me. She has to job and talk to me, but like I'm surprised that she calls me when she works because she's a delivery driver. But still, the fact that she calls me, she doesn't have to call me. She has her in and she'll sit there and talk to me while she's on the phone and stuff, while she's doing whatever else she's doing. But my point is, I like to listen, and then if I talk, she likes to listen, so on and so forth, whatever it is. But at the same time, there are times that she does not talk, and then I'm like, while she's at work, I don't like, especially depending on the what's going on and who I'm talking to, because like even her, I don't mind to talk to the ex that I had and my old lady. I don't mind talking to him on the phone. It's just that as long as we have some sort of conversation going at all times, and I do understand, like, hey, I can't there and consistently talk and talk. And there's times that I'm sitting there like, bro, I would like if you're you're just laying on your bed and or doing nothing, you're just like I literally ask you, what you doing right now? Oh, nothing, just watching this, or oh, nothing, just this or that. Okay, since you did it and to talk to me, you can put your full attention on me in this conversation. You can sit here and talk to me about what's going on with your day and all this and that. Since you did really want to talk to me and you called me this and that, it's just make with it. And yes, I just do not give a rat's ass about phones. I like them for their multi-purpose bullshits. Like, but if you're on the phone with me, just get what you gotta say out of your way, and then alright, cool. If we want to, there's no one that I genuinely give a fuck to talk enough to. I don't know. Some people maybe, but feel like talking on the phone is that. Like, yeah, I want to talk my dad sometimes. I want to talk to my old lady when she's not been home all day or this or that, and she's been at work, and I will talk to her. I would like to talk to call my mom all the time. I would talk to her. I would talk to my sister every now and then. I talk to my brother every now and then. Whoever it may be, I talk to on the phone. But really, at the end of the day, I like, hey, once we get done saying what we had to say, this and that. No matter if it's been 10 minutes to 30 minutes to 2 hours, don't matter. If we've been steadily talking, cool. But once we get done talking, no matter, like I said, if it's been 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes to an hour to 3, 4, 5 hours, doesn't fucking matter to me. However long it's been, once we're done talking, can we get the hell off the phone? Like, yeah, I love you. At the same time, I don't want to sit here and have a phone in my fucking ear like this while I'm doing God knows what. If I'm sitting here painting a shoe, if I'm sitting here drawing, and if you called, I gotta stop what I'm doing because I got a fucking phone in my ear, and I hold my phone like this. No, I hold my phone like this so I can sit there and talk to you, because I forget because I have my phone like this and I'm sitting there trying to do what I'm trying to do, but then I also it's all multitask. I'm not that good at multitasking because you're going to catch me breathing more on that phone. You're going to catch me actually fucking doing what I needed to do, because I'm gonna sit there and have whatever the heck I needed to say. Can we like my god damn, it's about to get shattered. It's not the first phone that's been shattered either because it wants to stupid. Phones cost too damn much to keep replacing too. But my point is, I'm sitting here trying to make videos, trying to do this, trying to do that. I can't. Like, say for example, if I have the phone right here, I'm sitting here drawing, whatever the hell I'm drawing. I'm gonna mainly focus on what I'm drawing, and you're sitting there trying to tell me about your day, and then unless I am personally talking, I will try to talk to you while I am drawing, but at the same time, there's that part of me that like, damn, I need a part of my brain to think about like, what am I like? If I'm trying to draw Stitch, from Lilo and Stitch, for example, I need to think about like, how does Stitch have this color? So okay, so if I do this and do that, and then but you're over here having a conversation with me, so whatever it is, I need to have my full blown attention to you on the phone. And if you're sitting there breathing in my fucking ear, it pisses me off because I could be literally doing something else right now. If I'm sitting here with the phone in my ear and sitting there trying to talk with you, and you sit there and fucking breathe in my ears, no, I would. I have one type of person. I'm not that multitasking. I'm not that good at doing other things, especially like even my job. I can't do multitasking. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Oh, you need to learn how to do it. No, fuck off. Suck my dick. Call me a bitch and shoot me in the head. I don't give a fuck. Just get me out of my fucking misery if life can be that fucking complicated. Because I'm sitting here doing one thing. Do I have to fucking do this or do that? I can multitask in a way. I cannot multitask fucking complicated. That is too complicated for me. If you need to tell me something, I need to fucking pay attention to what you're telling me, because I will fucking it will go in one ear straight out the fucking other. It will not stay the fuck in the fucking head. You tell me, hey, we got a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 9:35 p.m. for a fucking colonoscopy. 9:35 p.m. I'm gonna be sitting on that fucking couch, especially if I was doing something else while you sit there and was talking to me. There's been plenty of times that my old lady has sat here in this chair, try to tell me some stuff while I've been over there to do something else, and then she's like, "I was sitting there talking to you." That's there's been times that I don't give a fuck who has to say it. There's more people more often than not. That's why I'm bad about it. I need to know that you're looking at me, because I'm bad at myself. I personally do not like repeating what the fuck I had to say. If I said it one time, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm done said it. It done went fucking right out of my head what I just said. Or if it depends on what the conversation is. I could have, if it was like a 2 minute, okay, I might repeat what I said. But if it was a full blown fucking long conversation of with steps and layers and fucking going into the third dimension, the fourth dimension, back to the second dimension, coming back and forth and back, and then you're sitting there, and then you're sitting there saying oh yeah, I'm listening, scrolling your phone all day, and then as soon as you look up from, and you're like, what did you say? You're sitting here telling me that I have to repeat all that. You know what? Fuck you, straight up. That's the thought that goes in the back in my fucking head. Sit there and try to have a conversation, and you want to sit there and scroll your fucking phone. Fuck these damn devices, man. Goddamn, I'm trying to sit here and talk to you about something that I found interesting today, or I thought that you might find interesting enough to want to conversate with me. But no, because I sit here and to have a conversation with you, because you had over you and you want to sit here and scroll your phone and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm listening," and then as soon as I ask you a question about like, what do you? Well, what was you saying? Huh? What was you saying? The fuck you mean? No, I'm not mad at you, boo. Sorry, that was some pent up shit. Some shit that I should not have talked about, but it doesn't matter. No, I wasn't mean. Trying to be mean to you, buddy. He gets scared at loud noises in general. That's something I've noticed. But I want to say thank y'all for watching. Do what you gotta do when you really want to do it. Have fun with your life while you can. And if y'all are enjoying these videos, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I try to upload every day. I know that is a weird just topic in general. I was sitting there just talking on the phone, and people might why'd y'all get off the phone if this and that. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, long story short, there are people that I know that will sit there on the phone, have their phone going the whole motherfucking time conversating with somebody, and then I'm like, all right, and all you hear is a motherfucker breathing. Like, there's shit that I want to do on my phone and I can't do on my phone. Like, I would love to watch some TikToks or something, or I might go into fucking have some music playing through my phone while I go and do the dishes or whatever. But now, because I have to let your ass breathe, is fucking up my melody or my vibe right now. Or every now and then I might hear you cough or some shit like that, or I might hear what you're doing in the background of your video or your phone. But now I'm over here like, bro, like, it would be nice if you would just hang the fuck up, but you get pissed off at me if I hang up. None of this is with my old lady right now. Me and her agree with everything I've said, because I have had this conversation with her before, and me and her, it's just like, general, we both do not try to talk to each other. We have learned to not talk to each other if we're both distracted by this device. And if we are trying to talk to each other, we try to put the motherfucker down, because we would like to talk to each other. It's just